Okay, first exercise is going to be a single arm concentration curl, and for that we're going to do 3 sets of 15 with a 60-second rest in between each set. So starting, we could take our milk gallon since we're not at a gym, and you're going to sit down in a stool or a chair, and you want to put your elbow right on the inside of your thigh, and then hold the gallon, and then you're just simply going to come up from there. So you could just come up, down, and the whole time you want your elbow to be perfectly still. This is just literally a rotation. You're gonna do 15 of those. Drop it, go to the other arm, same thing, open up your leg, put your elbow on your thigh, hold the milk, come up, just like that. Elbow is not moving, just hinging and rotating on my thigh. 15 of those. Okay, day 1, upper body exercise number 2. We're going to take a stool and we are going to sit down on the stool. Number 1, you want to make sure the stool is nice and steady. So you can either put a weight under it or put something that holds it down, or this stool is steady, so I trust it. And I'm going to put my hands on the bottom of the stool, and then I'm going to put my legs all the way out as far as I can, toes pointed in the air, and then I'm going to slowly come down almost to the point of sitting and back up. Slowly down and back up. Slowly down, back up. Form is always important. You want to be in control. As you see the tricep contract, that's the only muscle that I'm using right now to push myself back up. Slowly down, back up. Slowly down, back up. All right, and 15 of those. For exercise number 3, we have a single arm curl, and it's going to be out, middle, and then in. For this, I'm going to use a gallon of milk. It's the household item from before because there's no weights here. So we're going to do 3 sets of 5 on each arm. So we're going to start out, middle, and then in. And then it's important for this, you're keeping your elbow tucked at your side at all times. Middle, in. So it's really 3 curls in one. And the whole time, my elbow is perfectly tucked at my side. And I'm nice and slow in control. Breathing is important. And once you get to 5 of those, we're going to switch to the other arm. And we are going to do the same thing. Keep the elbow attached at the side. Come up. Then here. And then in. What you're doing is you're working out 3 different parts of your bicep as you go out, middle, in. So the final arm exercise is going to be a standard push-up. It obviously does other things like your chest as well, but we're going to focus on triceps here. Okay, we're going to go into a plank, and then you are going to come down and up. And your elbows are going to do one motion and do the same motion on every single rep. And then it is also important that as you're going down, your shoulder blades are coming in, and then when you go up, they're coming out. You want to keep that same plank form every time. Down, up. And you're going to do 10 of those. Feet in the air. Everything is going to be level and balanced. And then hands in the same spot. And as I come down, it's still working on the same motion. Down and up, elbows in the same place. Down and up. And same thing, as I go down, my shoulder blades are going in, and then as I come up, they're going out. Down, up, and you want to make sure you don't pick your knees up. Don't move your legs at all. Down, up. So in the upper body day one, we're also going to incorporate back with our arms, and our first back workout is going to be the single arm gallon row. So you take your household gallon and you basically get in an athletic form. I mean, it could be however you want. You can use a chair too to place your hand, whatever's stable. Again, I'm going to use the stool like I did before. And then I'm going to bend over it. And then I'm going to hold the milk in a neutral grip so my hand is placed like this. And then I'm just going to come up, hold it for a second, and back down. Up, back down. And this whole time, I'm just being sure to pull with my back. You want to get that good half a second or second hold. And then you're going to switch arms. So you just go to the other side of the chair. Put your right hand down now. Same athletic stance, bend over it a little bit. Same grip like this. And then you're just going to pull up and down. Up and down. Remember, when you're up, holding it for a second, every rep is in control. Down. So you're doing 15 of those each arm. Okay, back exercise number 2 is going to be a bent over row. Now I'm going to use a cable for it if you have one. I mean, they're not expensive. You get them on Amazon, anywhere. Or you can use the 2 gallons right there, again, if you don't have this. But I'm going to start with the cable first. So we place it down, you step on it. Both feet even, nice and tight. Make sure you got it a good grip. And then you're going to place your hands on it like this, hold it tight, and then you're just going to pull up. Look up, chest straight, and pull up. And then again with this, I'm just pulling with my back. I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this. I'm just pulling straight up with my back and holding it for a second. Up, hold it, down. That same half second, full second hold with back is always good. And down. Up and down. Okay, so now if you don't have the rope, you can use the gallons again. So you're gonna get in that same form as if you're stepping on a cable. And then you're going to bend over, chest up, and then same thing, you're just gonna come up and down. Up and down. With this, it's a little trickier because you don't have the balance of the cable, but just make sure to be in control and it works just as well. Up and down. So the last back exercise is going to be a kettlebell swing. Now, if you don't have a kettlebell, you can actually use the gallon again right here. So before we start this, I'm just going to say for all the back exercises, you really want to keep a tight core because you don't want to hurt your back. So say you bend over like this, you'll hurt your back. You want to keep a tight core so you can keep your chest out and really have good form. So now we'll go with the kettlebell first, and then I'll show you with the gallon. So we're just going to hold it. You want to get in like a little squat position, kind of. You're going to bend over, keep that core tight and keep your chest out. Then you're going to swing it back and then push up with your hips. You're going to explode with your hips like this, and then you'll get into a rhythm. And really this right now, just helping your lower back. And the whole time you're keeping a tight core, not swinging it all the way up. You're keeping it about up to your shoulders and back down and back. So you're gonna do 15 of those, and then you'll be done. But here's with the milk now. So it's hard to get a grip like with the kettlebell. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna put 2 fingers from each hand in the ring of the milk. And then I'm gonna drop this same way, swing it, and then up. Explode with the hips. It's all coming from the lower back. Explode with the hips. 15 of those. So this was today's workout, day 1, upper body. So we did arms and back. Now it's important that even though you're doing this workout to get outside, run, and then along those lines also when you're outside, be safe, keep social distancing, and also practice, personal hygiene, wash your hands, do all that to avoid sickness and be safe.